you the way the world.
Thank you, North Carolina! Wow. I am Cheri Beasley. And I'm a mom. I'm a former public defender, former judge and former Chief Justice of the Supreme Court of North Carolina. And I'm running to bring North Carolina values back into the Senate. And I am honored to be your nominee. To everyone who has voted and volunteered, thank you very much. To my incredible team, thank you very much. To my wonderful husband, Kurt, and our wonderful twin sons, Matthew and Thomas, I love you and I thank you. In the last year, we have spoken to folks from the mountains to the coast, and I've talked with mothers in Spruce Pine who had to drive over an hour and a half to give childbirth. I've met with small business owners in the Outer Banks who are working hard just to stay afloat in the face of challenges posed by the pandemic and the climate crisis. I know parents who are working 2 jobs each to make ends meet and to take care of their families. Seniors on fixed incomes trying to retire with dignity after a life of dignified work. College students with big ambitions for their future and big student loan debts. People with diabetes skipping insulin doses because the costs are too high. Families who are one health emergency away from losing it all. Folks deserve more, who need more than what we've seen from Washington. Now, my parents divorced very early in my life, and I was raised by my mother in a home steeped in faith. She was a strong woman, a trailblazer, a leader in her field, and she taught me the value of hard work, integrity, and justice. I've lived by those guided values: to do the right thing, regardless of politics, to serve with integrity and justice, to uphold the law, respect it, and respect the Constitution. Those are values I know North Carolinians share: faith, hard work, integrity, and justice. And what I know is that our values unite us. And that's why I'm so proud to be your nominee for the United States Senate. Because while Washington is divided, people here are not. While Washington focuses on special interests and corporate cronies, the people of North Carolina are focusing on working for our families and strengthening our communities. While Washington focuses on pointing fingers and passing blame, the people of North Carolina focus on working hard and getting things done. My mom taught me about hard work. And you know what else she taught me? That there are no shortcuts. And I promise I will work hard for the people of North Carolina every single day in the United States Senate. Yes. As your senator, I will fight to keep jobs rooted in our local communities, investing in a made-in-America economy, ensuring that people get the job training they need for high-paying, in-demand careers, and creating good-paying jobs by investing in renewable energy. I will also work to support our small businesses that are the backbone of our economy. Yes. As your senator, I will fight to lower costs, from the prices at the pump to prescription drug costs. I will work to expand the Affordable Care Act and Medicare to ensure that every person in every part of North Carolina will have access to the care that they need. And as your senator, I will continue refusing to accept corporate PAC money, because our leaders should only be responsive to the people they serve. As your senator, I will fight for every child to have the opportunity to thrive with universal pre-K and well-funded schools in every zip code. And I will fight for working families by pushing to lower child care costs to support our workers and boost our economy. So here's the bottom line. As your senator, I will fight for you. And if it wasn't clear what's at stake in this election before, it is now. My opponent in this election has made it clear that he will not put North Carolina first. He will not fight for what we need and for what we want. And he will always put his own ambitions and the corporate special interests funding his campaign over people of this state. And we know my opponent and his allies will continue to distort and demean and pour millions of dollars into disgraceful attacks intended to trick voters, rather than fighting for the people or working to make our lives better. That's not what we need, and we absolutely cannot afford it. That's why this election is so important. Now, I'm not telling you that winning will be easy. It's going to take a lot of work. I've never backed down from a tough fight, and I won't back down now. I am a woman of faith. My faith teaches me that where there are challenges, challenges produce perseverance, and that perseverance produces character, and character produces hope. Hope is purposeful because it is grounded in love, God's love. And whatever our faiths might be, I know we share in our hope for our future. I know we share in the hope for what North Carolina can be for our children. And I know that we all want to see a future for our children because there's too much at stake. And that's what's true no matter whatever state of you live in or what political party you ascribe to. Because ultimately, if you don't have a good paying job that pays the rent, doesn't matter whether you're Democrat or Republican. If you don't have affordable health care, it doesn't matter whether you're a Democrat or Republican. If you don't have schools that will educate your children and have the resources that they need to do so, or have access to the ballot box, it doesn't matter whether you're a Democrat or Republican. All of these issues touch all of us. Yes. And we can build a better future for our state and for our families. But it's going to take all of us working together, knocking doors, calling our neighbors, engaging with voters. It is all hands on deck. North Carolina, I'm honored to be your nominee, and I'm honored to stand with all of you and on the shoulders of many trailblazers who came before, to be the first African-American woman to be your Democratic Senate nominee. North Carolina, this is our moment. In this moment, we have the power to bring change to this state. In this moment, we have the power to restore our values to our government in Washington. In this moment, we have the power to protect our rights. And so in this moment, we commit to come together, to seize this moment and fulfill the promise of this country we love for generations to come. Thank you so much, and let's win this race for North Carolina!